Now we are.
Yeah. I'm waiting for it.
BTS.
Super BTS. All right, I'm waiting for it to show up on there we go. We're showing up on Instagram as well. I'm live everywhere this time, like
Everywhere.
everywhere. I haven't done this ever, so this is the first time. So this would be we'll see what the failure rate is.
We'll be all right. We got
Oh,
this.
yes. All right, I see that you're live. Let me go into your chat so I can read your chat. All right, cool. Everything seems to be working. Hello, friends everywhere who are not watching yet because it takes you forever to join us.
I know. That's what I hate about this. Like, it takes a minute to push it out to the algorithm, but also you don't want to go live too early because then you're sitting there like, Danny, what's up? How's it going?
Agreed.
It says joining. Does she need anything else? Is she trying to join?
I don't see her on here. I do not. There's the chat. What's up, friends? Dark money life, the topic. We're gonna be running that down here in a little bit once our amazing guest jumps in with us. We're not ignoring you, dark money. Wait, no, it's not dark money. It's dark at Darko Enemy Life 123. My bad, dog. I ruined that whole thing, man. It's my first time doing this.
Britt's having trouble getting on.
Is she using her phone? Is she using her laptop? This the way to get in is using Chrome on either or. Dark One My Life. There we go. Dark One My Life. I can't read. I
The
apologize.
janitor said, another lib show.
Oh, nice. I listen, that's what we live for. We are the libs. No, we're not.
What's up, Gray? We own the libs.
They always own us, don't they?
I'm not a liberal. I don't know.
I don't know what I am. I'm just a guy.
She said it won't let her click join.
Send her another link. Send it again. Just put add guest. You see on the top left corner.
Yeah.
It's Amanda. It's
now
Amanda.
you guys are gonna. Oh wait. You guys are gonna see like my whole Instagram screen and shit. Let's not do that.
Oh no.
Let's not do that. Let's not give you guys the codes and shit.
Let's
give you the cheat codes. Let's not give you the cheat codes.
This is good. This is, you know, you need a little behind the scenes, you know, a little bit warm up here on the show. You know, you guys letting everyone skedaddle in. We're going to talk about a couple things here and there. We're going to have fun tonight, friends. We're waiting for a guest right now. It's pretty cool that Instagram is working rather nicely right now. It's very jumpy though, for some reason.
Oh, Instagram is terrible.
Oh my god, it's like 1 minute I'm talking, the next minute I'm in another part of the screen.
Oh, she said that she's on her phone.
She's on her phone. Tell her to use Safari. It'll let her right in. We had we've used this with plenty of people who use on another show that I'm not gonna name on here. That we a lot of people join. Hello, you beautiful, amazing, thoughtful, amazing lefty, sober Mikey on.
I don't know why I can't see the chat. Amanda's That's so
chat.
weird.
No, you can't see. You can't. Oh my god, I'm seeing everything on your thing. You can't. You cannot
what
see
do you mean you're seeing everything.
Your screen keeps on shifting.
Yeah.
You can't see TikTok chat in Talk Studio, but I'm seeing it. I'm like online watching it on Live Center.
No, the YouTube chat. I can't see any chats at all. Hold on, you're gonna hear an ad. We're trying to wait for Britt, you guys. Hang tight. We're waiting for Britt.
Hello, friends.
Go away, stupid ad. Okay, sorry.
Hello, friends in Amanda's chat. How are you? Hello, friends on Instagram. Hello, friends on the TT. Hello, friends all over the world, watching worldwide, wherever you're watching from. MySpace is making a comeback, and when they do, we will also be going live on there.
Fuck yeah, MySpace, Tom.
Blue Sky just released their live platform as well, so I might be throwing some Blue Sky codes in there as well. That'll be fun. Amanda, tell me, how was your week? Let's just get into it while she's trying to get into it. How was your week?
That she was using Safari and she
It's okay. I don't understand why. Like, you send me that share link and I'll be able to come right in.
I don't know.
That is very weird. Blue Sky finally getting out of the alpha. Yeah, for sure.
So you want to know how my week was?
Yeah, let's talk to Amanda here at
Awful.
The Political Poor. Amanda, the floor is all yours.
It's been a week. It's been a long week. I've had a lot of stuff going on. We have 1,000 miles to Memphis kicking off tomorrow. So I've been trying to coordinate my travel and do all the stuff with that. So if you guys are joining 1,000 miles to Memphis, I will be on the last leg. As of right now, that is the plan. So I have that going on. And, just work and life and news and dealing with shitheads.
You always deal with the right type of people. I got to say that. I'm happy that you're able to control all these D-heads that jump into your chat and whatnot. But that's just the way it is, I feel bad for Britt.
Me too.
I don't understand. That's never not worked.
So she sent me a screenshot and says, so that join button is only there if I pull the screen up, but then I can't click on it.
Tell her to turn her phone sideways. Tell her if you turn your phone sideways, you should be able to scroll and hit the button. Oh, shout out to, who was that? Sundaram.
Hey, I got your thing, and I'm gonna send it to Kiki, but also thank you.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Sending her that hard. See, I'm paying attention to everything, man. It's like I'm a professional or something.
You are.
Shout out to everyone who's watching or listening to me on my end. I don't have the keep on hitting the wrong button. I see. It's funny because I see your chat. Are you on stream or private? When you pull the little chat menu on the right.
I can't see it. When I click on it, it says it's not supported.
I might need you to send me a picture of your screen real quick. Hey, yo, Joel. Yes, shout out Blue Sky, bro. Everyone, Blue Sky's alive and well. Oh, that's Esh Kodesh Adonai. That's a big it's a big claim. I can't say that live on here. That's a big claim.
It's true. I don't know what they said, but it's true.
If Amanda says it's true, then it's true.
All right, well.
No, I'm here, Shesh. I am not. We're not having technical difficulties. We are here live, speaking to you right now. Unfortunately, our guest right now is having a difficulty being able to join us, which is weird.
If they join, they join. If they don't, they don't. She said she's going to try and go on her MacBook, but then set it so that her phone is the camera because she dropped her MacBook. So.
Got it. Okay.
We're gonna try to work through it, and if she joins, she joins.
All right, friends. So with that being said, let's start the show.
Go.
Well, hello, friends. It is Friday night. This is The Political Poor. It is 11:10 p.m. Eastern time for those of you who are watching live. If you're watching this later on in the replay or on podcast, well, at least you know what goddamn time it is.
I don't know how that's helpful to them in the future, but at least they know.
It's good content. It's good for them to understand what's happening right now in the live feed here. I'm here. My name's Alex, and our awesome, amazing, fearless leader is Amanda.
That's me.
That's you. I'm here just trying to make sure that nothing breaks. but she.
I'm just here making it look good. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
all I'm
it.
here
That's
for.
it. I told her backstage before we came on. It's like this is why I always have her on top because it's just easier for me just to be down here and just
He did say that.
just like
But-
I mean I tried doing this. And she told me don't do that. She said no, this is bad for clipping, but you know,
Bad for clipping.
there you go, yeah.
Terrible for clipping.
Terrible for clipping, but good for her because she's in the thing. Yeah, politics with a side of Amanda, maybe. I do. Before we get into today's 3 topics, I do want to say that I've had a couple drinks earlier today. You know, that's the only way to come
Oh.
on here. You know, on a political Friday here, and
The
I was
boy,
drinking
baby, it's the
out of
boy.
this beautiful, beautiful political pour glass. Look at this. You know what, Amanda? I'm gonna kick you for a second here, and I'm gonna put
It's
myself.
gorgeous.
Look at this. Look at this. I look like a UGC creator. Hey guys,
You
make sure you get
do.
your political pour glass. Politics with a side of something stiff. So
Alex is on one tonight.
well, I'm on something. All right, look, let's get into it. Unfortunately, if she wants to call in, she has the number. Maybe we can Google Voice her, and she wants to come in and speak to you. But regardless, let's just get it right into it, guys. We got all the crazy stuff out of the way. Little housekeeping. Though, make sure you follow Amanda on everything at Amanda Informed, whether it's you know, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, everything. She's on there. She's creating content. She's giving you the best of her every single day, except Thursdays or Fridays, I think, right? Because you're off those 2 days, except for when she's here on the Political Pour. And I am out loud with Alex everywhere. So please follow me. Everywhere. Follow me because the TikTok gods don't like me for some reason.
Me either.
Those videos are doing horrible.
I'm out of ideas.
Shout out to Brian. TDS is a disease. Let's get
I don't know that they also know that. All right, listen, I'm gonna say something that's wildly inappropriate because it wouldn't be me if I didn't. TDS is also the initials for tiny dick syndrome.
It
So,
is. That's the very first thing I thought about, especially
Yeah.
with the pickle.
Oh, thanks again, Brian.
No, that's just me putting it up.
Oh,
This one's good too. Yeah, I like that it covers my face.
wait,
Aman-
you gotta peek up over the top, like.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, wait, this was by mistake. Mark. Democrats are brainwashed. Idiots, mentally challenged individuals. Yeah, so I had to say it because, you know,
Says the
people-
guy with a caricature of Trump as his PFP.
Can you see me?
There you go.
Hey.
That's how you gotta read them.
Hey, shout out to Go Live Vegas. Aaron, how are you? If that's you in the chat, sending love to you. Appreciate
Go Live
you.
Vegas?
Shout out to Aaron. Go Live Vegas. I got a lot
right.
of fun. Go
Let's
ahead,
lock
you
it in
start.
tonight.
No,
tonight.
You start.
Tonight's lineup, we're going to be talking about Congress. Why do you do this to me? Congress rebuking Trump on Iran again. A Houston father is dead, and the ICE story keeps falling apart. And then finally, a second Epstein leaked figure turns up dead in France. Plus, we're going to a little dabble in some things that were found on the interwebs.
A little dabbling.
Just a little dabble.
A little dabble, yes. So that was your show tease for today. If you guys weren't paying attention, well, you can rewind.
Too bad, so sad.
Yeah, too bad, so sad, so long, so gone. Do you want to start off with the very first story?
Sure. So this week, as we know, I'm going to kill you. Stop doing that. The war in Iran is still ongoing, and Congress has told the president yet again to end a war that he is not authorized to fight for not the first time, but the second time. And he's already told them where they can stick it, where the sun don't shine. 4 U.S. troops have died in the last 6 days, which is an absolute tragedy. We have our guest who is going to hop on in just a second, but 4 U.S. troops have lost their lives in the last 6 days, which is a tragedy. And my heart goes out to those families that have lost their loved ones. And it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
It does.
besides the loss of life, the everyday people are going to feel more impacts from this. What's going on in Iran because oil is back to over $100 a barrel. And I thought they voted to stop this. Like, so what are we doing here?
Let's bring in Britt here. Britt,
Hi, Britt.
Can you hear? There she goes. Okay. Are you comfortable? Are you comfortable with your phone up or sideways? Which one do you prefer?
What do you want?
That one is better. There you go.
I can do this.
I'm gonna put you right here.
Okay.
So you are now in the center as always. Our guest. Do you want to introduce our guest real quick, Amanda, before we get into the War Powers resolution?
I would love to. This is my new friend in real life, Britt Robinson, who is running for Congress in District 4 here in the state of Florida. A real spitfire, somebody who gives a shit about the people of Florida and has a plan. It actually has a plan that doesn't involve running away through parking lots for this state. And we appreciate that. If you guys didn't see that, Britt went a little viral since last weekend for chasing a U.S. Senate candidate through a parking lot and then through a convention center for refusing to answer questions. Now, it's my personal belief that if you were going to be a representative of the people, that you should talk to the people. Mm-hmm. And we are the people. Mm-hmm. But some candidates don't believe that. They would rather get into their car and smile and wave with their little soft hands.
Little soft hands. Oh my God.
He does have little soft hands. If you guys didn't know who I'm talking about Alexander Vindman. Vindman.
Were you able to shake hands with them or no?
No.
Okay.
He avoided me like the plague. He avoided me like I had Taylor Farms lettuce.
Wow. Those videos, he looked like Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, just running away. Like I've never seen the amount of people in Congress who do not want to stand up and stand their ground when being asked or pressured to talk about something. But they're very quick to stand behind their phones, right? And immediately say things that are not only outrageous, but are extremely, I'm trying to not say the wrong words here, but I'll leave it at ridiculous.
Say the wrong word. We like the wrong word.
No, I can't say. I definitely cannot say the wrong word.
Spineless?
I'm from the streets, baby. If I say the wrong word, I'm getting canceled. But yeah.
Oh, now I want to guess because I'm inappropriate.
I'm just gonna text it to you.
Okay.
But yeah, so and then on top of that, they also like to get behind their little Twitter handles and wherever and just talk and talk. And the minute you get in front of their face, and I love confrontation. I'm a retired Marine. There's nothing more than I love than standing in front of someone, bringing up something and wanting to hear something back. You know?
Yeah, and it was standing there, chasing him through the parking lot. It was just like, it was so comical because I'm in we're in a parking lot. I have nothing on me. Like the worst I'm gonna do is ask you a question and you're terrified, or at least care about your potential constituents so little that you don't even pause to ask what the question could be. And that was, I think that as a candidate, your interview is your campaign. And if you aren't going to answer the basic questions and do the basic responsibilities of a candidate, which is listening and answering questions, hard questions, that directly impact the people of your district and the country, then, if you're not going to do that, then you aren't qualified to be a candidate. And I say that as a constituent, and then also as a candidate of other candidates and other representatives.
Right.
It's like the basic tenets of your job as a representative also is to listen to your people and advocate for their needs and their wants in Congress. And so if you're not doing that in the campaign, why should we think that you're going to do that as a representative? I don't think you will.
That is so true.
If you can't you have 5'6" me and 5'1" Brit. If you can't answer questions from us,
Mm-hmm.
simple questions, really. We
Mhm.
weren't asking him to solve childhood hunger and cancer at the same time in one sentence. But
Mhm.
if you're so intimidated by that, how can we expect you to sit down with other members of our governing bodies and fight for our rights? Like, you're just going to be a meek little mouse in the corner. We need people
Yeah.
with bullhorns.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's Angie. Angie Nixon is one of the other candidates
Mhm.
in that primary, and she's actually from like her previous House district for Florida House was in the same area as the congressional district that I'm running in. So she's a great she's a great candidate. She's a great representative. And if anybody is in Florida and you're not sure about even who the candidates are, definitely look at Angie because she is the most progressive and the one that is most dedicated to fighting for the people of this state.
Heck
I can
yeah,
say
and
that
she got some big
100%.
endorsements today. She got endorsed by
Mhm.
Maxwell Frost and by Anna
Mhm.
Eskamani, and they do not give out their endorsements very easily. And they endorsed before the primary, so that's a
Mhm.
huge deal.
Mhm. Yeah.
Huge.
She's had some really big US House candidate or US House representatives also endorse her. So yeah, if that tells you anything, women in power all across the country, and progressives in power all across the country have been backing her this entire campaign. And right now, when like the moment that we're in requires bold progressive policies and people who are going to stand up for them and fight tooth and nail to make sure that those happen. Like we have Nazis in the White House
Mm.
and a Senate candidate can't answer questions like
Yeah,
really
what are we
like
doing here? What are we
in the
what are we really
Democratic
doing?
like this is at the Florida Democratic Convention
And
and you can't answer
we're
them here.
asking him about military stuff. Like, my guy, you're a
Yes.
retired lieutenant colonel. You can't talk about military stuff. Like, if anybody should
Nope.
understand the loss of life of our brothers and sisters, it should be that man, and he should take the time to talk to us. But let's get back into the House passing the War Powers Resolution. It was 214 to 208 on July 23rd that directed Trump to remove U.S. forces from hostilities against Iran, which is the second time since the war has the second rebuke since the war has started as the conflict takes 145 days. 145 days. That's insane. So if Congress, Alex, what do you think about this? Four U.S. troops have died in less than a week. Like, why isn't that on every news station consistently in the news cycle over and over and over again, like it should be?
I think that people are scared to try to find an angle, right, that will paint this as something extremely bad. Okay, why is it? Why isn't this talked about more? First of all, and I put a video out earlier today about how they want to erase some of these deaths because they happened after his quote unquote ceasefire, right?
Mhm.
So their heads and their thoughts are all in the wrong places. This man is out there trying to build his legacy through what he thinks he is right for himself, right?
Right.
Never once caring about what we're doing. And then his people like the Mike Johnsons and whatever, like they're all trying to filter their own garbage into these bills and trying to pass them. It's kind of insane. It's kind of insane to see that there are people that are going against Trump, right? Because you would think this whole time we've been sitting here and everyone's like just bootlicking their days away, right?
Mhm.
But for the first time in a while, I think people are starting to realize, why are we there? It's been over what, 145 days or something like that.
Mhm.
This is a full-blown war. This is no longer whatever he was trying to say it was, right?
Yeah.
And
Right.
I'll leave it with this. I do not think that they know how to get out of this.
Oh no,
Hegseth
absolutely
has
not.
no idea, okay? Because Hegseth has never had the leadership
Mm-hmm.
skills to be able to bring and command any type of military powers into something and
Uh-huh.
out of it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna sit here and wait and see honestly what happens next. I know they're trying to sneak in all this Save Act stuff, Save America stuff, whatever it is. But right now, I'm very hopeful that the Republicans that are opening their minds, maybe becoming a little woke, are starting to see the damages that are happening to our country at this moment.
I definitely want to say something to Republicans right now because I know there's a lot of y'all hate watching because you guys love to hate watch
Oh,
me.
hey,
You
watch.
love to hate watch me. Look, we
Same.
don't have to agree on a lot of things, but we can agree on the fact that service members should not be losing their lives. That
Thank
this
you.
is not
Mhm.
worth it. That this is something that we can come together on
Yep.
and hold hands for once in a very long fucking time and stand up against this shit. Because you know it's not right. I know it's not right. And they don't care. They just want the oil money.
Uh-huh.
And it's
Yep.
costing us. It's just going to continue costing us, friends. So,
Yeah.
that
I mean, we're
that
paying over $1 billion a day,
oh my God.
and Trump has made he's made billions from the start of his presidency this cycle. I think you're right that there are some Republicans that are waking up.
Hmm.
But I think we have to remember we're getting very close to primaries, or we've had
Hmm.
primaries, we're getting close to generals, and people need votes. And in some of these Republican areas, they have large military populations and they want to try and stay in office. So
Of course. Yeah.
I think even with the people that are voting for the war powers resolutions, we need to side eye them for a while. Do not trust them immediately, because until we get through an election and there's another vote, I wouldn't put stock in 100% into that
Right.
they have seen the light. Um, I mean, yeah, that's just we've seen too many times a lot of representatives, probably on both sides of the aisle, vote for something to get through their election and then flop right after.
Sure.
So grain
Yeah.
of salt with it
I,
all, unfortunately.
I wanna point this out to you guys because this happens every big election cycle. Okay.
Hmm.
2 weeks before the election,
Hmm.
it doesn't matter what is happening in Iran. It doesn't matter what is happening anywhere. 2 weeks before the election, you are going to see your gas prices go down because Trump is either going to do some kind of military maneuver
Yep.
to lessen the tensions in Iran, or he's going to
Hmm.
release oil from the strategic reserve.
Hmm.
It is false. It is not a true dip in the price. They are doing this so they can go, see, we did it. So you vote for them. It
Yep.
is a ploy, and it doesn't matter who is concerned about losing their office, whether it's Democrats or Republicans. It happens all the time before elections because Americans
Hmm.
care about affordability. 2 weeks,
Yep.
mark my words, it will
Yep.
happen. Prices will start going down.
Yeah, we've seen it with prescription drug prices. We've seen it with healthcare, for insurance premiums. We've seen it with groceries. We've seen this over and over and over again. Like you said, gas. It's one of we see that nearly every cycle. Yeah, it's manipulation. So yeah, this is going to be a rough one. But I'm I think that I was saying earlier that we're in this moment of collective waking up, and unity around well, I should probably say unity against corporate influence and corruption in general. I think more and more people are seeing like one, what this administration is doing and the way that they're weaponizing systems that we never thought would be used against the American people,
Yeah.
in the extent that they are, like ICE, and CBP. There's plenty of people who were supportive of those agencies until their family and friends were being taken. or killed in the streets.
As
And
always.
yep.
It's always, it doesn't affect me. And when it does, holy crap. Look at Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yep.
She was invincible, Teflon. Nothing can touch her. She can be in a mink coat in the middle of a Biden speech and scream and say whatever the hell she wanted. All of a sudden, she's tucked her tail between her legs and is like, well, Trump bad and he's doing bad things. And Israel's the one pulling the strings. And you guys should know that. And okay, because it's affecting you now, right? Because now everything's heading against you. But hey, you guys are right.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think it's good. We've been seeing people learning about what progressive policies are and about democratic socialism. Like, I'm running as a democratic socialist, and so people seeing these politicians with these platforms that are addressing working class issues, like everyday struggles, like that is helping people break out, I think, of the distrust in like the political system right now and with our politicians. Like, people are desperate to trust their leaders, and we have not had that for a very long time, if ever, truly. But now we have so many people, candidates, like all up and down the ballot, that are stepping up from working class backgrounds, and they're saying like, I'm sick of this shit and we want people who understand our lives in office, because the people that are there, the businessmen and the lawyers, clearly aren't doing their jobs and don't care. So we need to try something different. And that's like, a lot of that is you're seeing in the success of like these progressive primary, or like progressive candidates doing well in their primaries.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You had mentioned, talking about these agencies acting in ways that they shouldn't be acting, and ICE is actually one of the topics of conversation that we want to talk about this week. Now, in the last couple weeks, several people have lost their lives at the hands of ICE. Texas and Maine were just two examples. But there was somewhat of an update to the story coming out of Texas regarding Lorenzo Salgado why can't I say his name now? Say his name, Alex.
Araujo.
Thank you.
Araujo. That's what I'm here for.
Who is 52 years old. There's words that I say all the time every day, and then I just can't say them because apparently I have mini strokes or something. But he was a man who has lived in the United States for 35 years. 35 years. Raised a family here. Has 3 kids. Back on July 7th, he was murdered by ICE. Of course, they've changed their story. Witness statements don't match up with what ICE is saying happened. And magically, no body camera footage. How does that happen?
This is their playbook. It's been their playbook. I want to put this out there. I have family who are police officers. Okay, specifically in Jersey. I have someone who's a police officer not too far from Delaney Hall. And when things were going down and things were going crazy at Delaney Hall at the peak of it, they were told specifically that they can't do anything about it. Like, they can't get involved. And what shocked me was when this person told me that they have complete, like, quote unquote, like, immunity. Like, they can do whatever the hell they want and no one could say anything to them. Which is insane. And when you look at something like this that happened to Lorenzo, right? 52 years old, right? Has given his entire life to doing the right thing, right? And working and providing for his family, and then gets, executed. It's crazy to me to think that they have this much power, right? And they don't need the body cameras, and they have the masks on, and the way that they approach people, there is no training. Do you understand that it takes longer for you to become a barista in freaking Starbucks than it is to become an ICE agent? Does that not tell you something? Like the people that are here arguing that they love ICE, we love ICE. The people who are arguing and saying I love ICE, I love it, have never in their goddamn lives stood out of their goddamn chair, have never served, have never walked in or laced
Nope.
up boots, put on a uniform, done nothing. All they've done is sit there, turn on Fox News, and suck in all that propaganda. That's all they do, right?
Yeah.
And it just upsets me. It upsets me. Now every physical detail ICE originally gave, the ramming, the weaponizing, the DR, I don't want to say because we're also on TikTok. We don't want to get kicked off.
Drugs.
Oh, there you go. Has since been disputed. It has been walked back. At what point does the story keeps changing, right? And where do we start believing what the agents in ICE are actually doing? Because there's no accountability. There's
I'm
no
not trusting them at all.
there's no reports,
Uh-uh.
right? When you get stopped by
No.
a police officer, hey, I stopped you for A, B, C, and D. Now, if they have to arrest you because you have some type of record or for some whatever reason they have to take you in, hey, they have to read you your Miranda rights, right? There's a process that you go through. Since the beginning of this, since he weaponized ICE and turned it into his Gestapo, this has been his game plan all along, right?
I mean, and it's gotten so bad that 2 of the gentlemen who were witness to this crime were put into detention centers, and their lawyers had to file for injunctions to stop their deportations. They were trying to deport crime witnesses.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, this is just, it's an extrajudicial.
Are we in a mafia movie? Like,
where
yeah,
are
I mean, I think
this
Trump
is
does. I think he
disgusting
thinks he is.
behavior. Disgusting me.
Yeah.
This guy on the chat, Shadow Man. This is mega country boy, bro. And then puts the eagle up, and I'm assuming the American flag. I can't see it. If I tell you where, if I tell you two teether where I've been, the land that I've touched, the things that I've done, you can't even lace up my boots. Half of you here in the chat, bro. Okay.
Plus, bro, he's 6'5". He's gonna be looking down at your bald ass head.
God. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's easier to have common sense conversations. Like, you could have your thoughts on your side of the aisle. That's fine. We have civil discourse, but these warriors online, the USA warriors, they're fun to talk to sometimes because they make me giggle, and I like laughing because the world's tough. And they at least bring comedy into everything.
Yeah, you have to find the silver lining sometimes, and sometimes that's an idiot on the internet.
Yeah, Britt, let me ask you something. How would you, if you were, you're in office and whatnot? How do you deal with something like this with ICE? Like, do you yourself have any power into trying to look into any of these people, any of these officers out there? Like, walk me through the process here for anyone who doesn't know that has a brain cell that's in the chat room right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, Congress is able, the House is able to investigate. So, like, we can subpoena anybody we want to come and testify in front of Congress and hold them accountable. And then it would be up to, usually, I believe it's the, it's not Congress that like files the charges, but like we're able to do the investigation and put forth the evidence in order for other entities to use that and prosecute people, but charge and prosecute. But I don't believe that we can save ICE, and I don't think we should. The fact that it's now being used as this like paramilitary force for the president to enact his cruelty on like the people of this country, Black and brown people across the country, and kidnap people, kill people in the streets, disappear them, separate moms from their babies. We have little girls getting raped after, like, they're getting pregnant after they've been put in detention, so we know that they've been raped. It's criminal behavior, and every single person who has been involved in any of those actions needs to be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. Like, absolutely. And then we don't bring back ICE. ICE gets abolished. That is like my stance. Like we shouldn't. ICE is too far gone for us
Yeah.
to like do this, and we just don't need it. Like we can come up with a safer, more humane, um, just kinder policy for immigration that
Mhm.
focuses on, like, if people are coming here, ultimately, usually people are coming to the United States because they want to build a better life for themselves and their families.
Majority,
Well,
yeah.
let's help them
Yeah.
do that instead of like putting them, like, terrorizing communities and spending, like, ICE has and Customs has the largest budget, more than the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
Like, what are we, and but they don't have, they're not feeding people. They're not giving them medical care when they're in detention facilities. They're overpaying for properties, like quadruple or more what the values of the properties are, which just screams fraud, and money laundering. So, like, none of this agency of how it is being run seems legal and correct. There's
Basically.
Yeah. No,
it,
you're right. You're
like, we
right.
just need to get rid of it. There's so many things that we need to overhaul, like, every inch of this government and our social, like, programs.
Sure.
That's like universal health care is like my number one.
Love it.
And then my number two is like campaign finance reform and strengthening anti-corruption laws in our government, because if, hopefully, with this election we are able to take the House and potentially the Senate, but we need to use our power to the fullest extent that we possibly can
Agreed.
in the short period of time that we hold both chambers, and so that we can continue to have better representation and push out corporate, like, politicians on both sides of the aisle, people that are taking money from Israel, because that's also the majority of our representatives across the aisle, and make sure that corporate entities are not buying and installing our representatives. Like,
Yep.
our representatives work for us, not for corporations, or that's how it's supposed to be. So let's make sure that that isn't possible. Um, because we, like, this clearly isn't working. Like, where we are, no one's happy where we are in this country right now. The fact that majority of people are struggling to pay their, like, for their rent.
49% of Americans,
Uh-huh.
49% of Americans have said, and that's according to a study by the Urban Institute, 49% of Americans have said that life
Mhm.
has become unmanageably unaffordable.
Yeah.
49%. That's not Democrat, that's not Republican, that's 49% of Americans
Yeah.
have said
Yeah.
unmanageably unaffordable
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
country.
It's
That's
America.
insane.
two-thirds of Americans say that they're one emergency away from homelessness.
Yeah. Yeah. This country has been for sale since that man got into office. Absolutely
Yep.
every
I mean,
corner of it, every single entity, every single thing that is supposed to be set up for us to help us has is on a chopping block to be sold or get rid of, you know, gotten rid of. So
mhm. Yeah, they're not doing it. I mean, and they're really not even helping us at the state level here in Florida. Like, for example, in
Mm-mm.
Florida, there's just over 44,000 families with children who are in a status of unstable housing. So that means they're transient or they're just unhoused. Over 44,000 families with children
Mhm.
are in unstable living situations. What are we
that's
doing to
crazy.
address that? We're over here rounding up people who just want to go to work and take care of their families.
Yeah.
And spending billions upon billions upon billions of dollars. And we have kids who may not have someplace to sleep at night, who may not have a meal to eat. And then we have, all this other stuff we mentioned earlier. I had said it's like a mafia movie, right? Like, what happened here in France? Dude, we're talking about Epstein files again. We just
Mhm.
keep coming back to the Epstein files
Mhm.
because this crime family, this mob family, is now potentially into some shenanigans and tomfoolery, because this is a second Epstein connected figure to die in France before trial.
Mhm.
His name is Daniel Said. He used to be a French modeling scout who was accused of
Mhm.
recruiting people for Jeffrey Epstein. He was found dead inside his home in Paris. Now, he's the second guy. Like, I need a tinfoil hat because I'm feeling a little conspiracy.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't think it is. Like, it's pattern recognition. The people that were highly involved in this like sex trafficking ring of children and women, like they are dying
Yeah.
spontaneously in weird ways.
Spontaneous.
And they have
I like
been.
that, yeah.
They have been for like 2 decades.
Yeah. It's
Weird. Like I don't know. So much. So something that Peter Thiel, who's the founder of like the CEO, like founder of Palantir, that's running and trying to create this surveillance state across the entire US, but
and succeeding right now.
yeah, he actually wants a global monarchy. He talks about that often, where the global monarchy is implemented and has control through AI across the entire planet, and that he would have control of that. Anyway, this guy said that he doesn't believe in democracy, that like there isn't a future where democracy, like there should be democracy. So cool. And then he said that that Republicans, or basically like that Democrats are so worried about coming off like conspiracy theorists and being judged for that and potentially being called crazy, that we won't like broach any of the topics. And so that's the way that they can weaponize it against us and take advantage and like basically just function out in the open because Democrats like aren't going to call them on their shit because we're worried.
But what are we going to do? Like, what does accountability look like at this point? Like, if we're trying, not even just the United States, not just the United States, because the United States is not trying to prosecute anybody. But if other countries are trying to prosecute people and they keep turning up dead, is that what accountability looks like? Is like a hit being put on you and your life ending? That's the only accountability you get? Where's the justice for the victims? Like, what do we do at this point? We put them in jail and they just keep mysteriously, or I don't know, maybe leaving Lindsey Graham was connected to the whole fucking thing because he randomly died, all crazy mysterious.
Britt, I know you got good ties in Congress. Just see if you can get in touch with Mitch McConnell, see what he knows. I think I saw him riding his bike the other day. His stationary bike through the window at his hospital.
Yeah, I was on the phone with him last week. Yeah.
See, I told you guys.
He's doing great. He's doing great, real sprightly. And
his wife sent me a photo of them shark diving in a cage.
Wow. Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, he was so cute. He was sitting with his hands on on the bars, and the sharks were just swimming by. It was adorable. I loved it.
Yeah,
such a sweet lady.
We were talking Comic-Con and Avengers Doomsday as well the other night. It's he has we got easy access to him. But really quickly, by the way, there's a lot of people that have come into the chat that are new, asking, "Oh, what is this? Is this a show?" Yeah, this is the Political Pour every Friday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific. We do the Political Pour, and you could actually listen to it after we were done live on your favorite podcast platform, and you could always just follow us on here and rewatch the replay anytime. But yeah, the chat is very chatty tonight with the things that they're saying, so I'm just keeping an eye on them.
I can't see the
I'm watching it go by.
Oh, you seeing? Yeah, you see.
You can see. How come I can't see the chat?
You gotta say. Can you send me a picture right now of your computer, please, of your screen? Just your screen.
We're both having technical difficulties today.
Oh my goodness!
I can never see the chat. It never works.
But yeah, so and when it comes to like this sort of stuff, you think about all the stories that they have written. Listen, the United States of America has a long history of a lot of crazy stuff that has happened. A lot of people have gone missing, whether it's the mafia or political parties, XYZ, right? Like all of this stuff is written in history books. We know there's a pattern here of things that could and would happen. You're also, if you also study world history and then you start paying attention to what they've done in other countries, it's sort of the same thing. And I want to tell this to a lot of you guys out there that are just like, hey, I hate everyone that doesn't love Trump. Listen, you're living in the same country as we are. We might be separate parties, separate thoughts, but we're suffering just the same. You're not sitting there making any money. You're not. You're not. And some of you are probably like really hurting, and you're not looking at that. What you're looking at is your anger, your hatred, what's being fed to you, right? You don't care. The Epstein thing is as real as it comes. And let me tell you something. Our kids are going to be seeing Netflix documentaries about this stuff when
Oh yeah.
all of it comes to light. And we're going to be sitting there as old people going, wow, this was
Mhm.
real. This really actually happened. Okay.
Yeah.
So we gotta we kind of sometimes just gotta stop and think. I know all you want to do is blur out hatred and I hate you and blah blah blah. But you gotta sit there and think that there's a lot of victims. There was a lot of victims. God knows what's in that island. All right. What's
Yeah.
or the ranch, right? The
ranch,
ranch
yeah.
here. Okay. The political figures that are involved, who's wrapped around whose pinky, who knows what. We don't know anything. I don't care what side you're on. You can't sit there and defend them and be like, no, my Trump's the best. He's 350 pounds of American love and meat. No, he is. This is what they say. I'm reading it in the chat.
What?
This is it, we're all we all got to sit there and think logically, man. But yeah, so
Yeah.
there's gonna be more people that will go missing. There's a
Mhm.
lot. There's gonna be still a lot more people that are
I
gonna
mean,
be
good riddance.
that are gonna be because what is it that they said? His attorney says that he believes he died of a heart attack.
A heart attack.
A heart attack.
Isn't that what they said? Lindsey Graham died of a heart attack?
Yeah, a heart
Mhm.
attack. But yeah, so those are the things.
Diving.
Those are the things that make everything go bump in the night, by the way, because we really have no idea what the hell is happening. We're sitting here
No.
blindly. Our government doesn't tell us anything. The
Mhm.
same government that you're praising, by the way, on that side is the same government that's fucking you from behind. And you're just sitting there laughing.
But
Like-
but how can you take this man seriously when he literally truthed? He truthed this. MAGA candidates won everything last night in Arizona, a complete sweep. I won Arizona 18 months ago. The Democrats are dumbfounded. After decades, Arizona is becoming a Republican state. Congratulations to all.
There it is.
President Donald J. Trump.
There it is.
Sir!
Oh my God.
Sir, it's not November. What the fuck are you talking about?
There it is. By the way, Amanda, if you hit, this is going to shift your screen capture, by the way. But if you hit chat, like if you go with your mouse and tap on chat, your chat is going to appear. But your windows are going to shift your capture for TikTok Studio. Just to
Do
let
you
you know that.
Do you not trust me? Do you not believe me when I said it doesn't work? Do you
But
think
you-
I'm illiterate?
But you're not clicking it. I'm looking at it.
What?
Yeah.
Sir,
You click that chat button and
when I
nothing
click it,
comes
it
up.
says you are live. Chat is not supported for the platforms you have selected. Learn more.
No, I don't believe it. Anywho,
Any
So-
hoodle toaster strudel. This
listen.
man is delusional.
He's delusional. He's delusional.
F22.
Biden 2028. I love that. I'm gonna put that up on the chat here. Biden 2028.
Joel, hi Joel.
Joe Biden 2028.
AOC looks like she's polling at
She's
the front
polling
runner
really well.
as a
she's
front runner for
polling really well.
2028.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
God, I mean,
this is,
that would be amazing.
we're gonna see.
I don't
we're gonna
think we would
see-
capture enough undecided middle of the road voters.
No, you
with
won't,
AOC,
right. No.
which
not yet.
is an issue. We
Yeah.
need to
Yes.
shift the Overton window a little bit first.
I think
As
that'll
much as I would
depend
love to
on
see
this
that happen.
election, like how far
That's
we
true.
go
We could
in,
really
in this
shift.
election. Because we have, I mean, just in Florida, we have 2 Democratic Socialists running, like myself and Oliver Larkin, and then there's a couple other across the state or across the country that are Democratic Socialists, but we have a lot more that are progressives. So, like, we have the power to flip a lot of these states. And really push back. And I think the power will start from like the DSA candidates and or DSA reps and progressive reps working together to like push our own party to be better and
Yeah.
hold our own party accountable so that we can stop having, like Fettermans and, just all of these people who are just Democrats in name
I will
only.
never forgive Kirsten Sinema. Never.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've had some real big disappointments the last few years. So oh my God.
You think we should open up the phone line and see how it goes?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
well let's wrap it up here real quick. I'm gonna put up the
should.
and by wrap it up I mean like we're done with our 3 political stories for the night. If you guys don't know, that's what the political pour is all about. We find and put up the best stories of the week and we talk about it. I'm gonna put up my phone number covering my face right now. You can probably see my fingers right there. Hi everyone. Call in
Everybody
right
flip off
now.
Alex.
Wow, I can't believe you did that.
Love you, Pookie.
You know what?
Now we can see Brit.
My bad. I did not mean to do that, Brett. I apologize. Call
I'm
in
short
right
enough already.
Call in right now. The phone number is 407-494-4348. Call in and tell us how much you hate us and why do you think that Trump will win in 2028. I can't wait to hear what you all have to say. We're gonna.
I want to be called a communist tonight.
Yeah, call me a dirty communist
commie.
lefty. Yeah,
Little dirty commie lefty.
That's
socialism
me
will
every
never
single
work.
day.
Dirty commies.
Yay.
Yeah.
So while we give them some time to muster up the courage to call in, what's going on with your campaign? Where can we find information about your campaign if people want to volunteer? What is District 4 like? Tell us all the things so people can get to know a little bit about you.
Yeah. So quickly, District 4 is all of Nassau. It's Northeast Florida. So all of Nassau, all of Clay, West North Duval, like the west side of Jacksonville. And my campaign, the website is BRIT, BRIT, the number 4, congress.com. And I'm Brit for Congress on all social media. So the ask for you guys is follow me on whatever platform is your favorite or multiple. Sign up to volunteer on my website. And if you can, make a donation of any amount. Doesn't matter if it's just $2, $5, whatever you can afford is fantastic. We are coming up on our primary on August 18th. So we're asking people to phone bank and canvass and then also help to raise funds because we just finalized our mailer today and that's going out on Monday. And we're very
Love that.
excited.
Very
Yes.
nice.
Yeah, and we're doing really well. We did polling last month and we just got coverage in some like Florida politics news sites, which is great. And we released all of our data today. So that's online. If anybody wants to look at that, that's on the website. And we're really excited because it shows that I'm polling 2-1 for any voters under age 40, which is basically the people that can't afford housing and we're struggling to have solid careers and having to put our lives on hold potentially because we can't afford kids or a house or anything like that. So we are fighting back hard and there's a real path to victory here. So if anybody can help in whatever way you can, it'd be highly appreciated.
Before we read Randy's comment, there was a comment that was filtered, and I want to read it. It says, "Did you know Lincoln freed the slaves and he was a Republican? You communist pigs, you're Nazis." Really. Lincoln didn't free the slaves. The slaves freed themselves. Lincoln said if he could end the war without freeing the slaves, he would. If he could end the war with freeing the slaves, he would. Lincoln said, I don't give a fuck. I just want the war to be over.
Yes.
He didn't do anything. The slaves freed themselves. Pick up a book, you doorknob.
No, that's bad. Yes. Books are bad. Remember, we're trying to get rid of books.
Oh, especially in Florida.
Listen, as we're ending the show here, it is midnight Saturday morning here in the East Coast. Listen, let me just tell you right now. If some of you people out there, man, you grew up watching Reading Rainbow, listening to
Mhm.
Barney telling you how much you got to love me, love you, love your family and your friends. You grew up watching X-Men, who stood up against all the bad people who hated mutants. The list goes on and on. We listened to DMX, we listened to Green Day, like,
Yes.
and then you grow up to turn out to be the snowflakes that you are now. Makes me laugh, because I'll tell you, I'll pop in a CD in my car and I'll put Rough Riders on, unedited version, okay, just letting it rip, baby. And some of you people out there that are on the other side truly forgot where you came from and where like how you grew up, and I'll leave it with this. I don't ever remember a time when I was growing up when someone who was an immigrant, because I grew up in right across from New York City. Okay, so I grew up in North Bergen, Weehawken, Hoboken in New Jersey. If you're from around that area, Okay, it was all immigrants of all kinds. No one ever feared walking the streets. No one ever walked to work, took a bus to work, rode their bikes to work in fear of something bad happening to them. They woke up at 3, 4, 5 a.m. They kissed their family goodbye. They made their lunch and they left. Why do I know this? My best friend, when I first came to this country, when I moved from Puerto Rico to here in 1989, 1990, he was Mexican. They lived in a basement. His mother worked every day, and they took care of me like I was their son whenever I came over, and fed me, and anyone off the street. So the hatred that people feel now, I don't know where it came from. And it's sad to see that my community, my Latino community, has to walk around with this fear that they're walking with now. Kind of crazy. Those were my parting words. I'll let you guys do your thing, and then I'll close out the show.
All right, so Chaos Caucus. You guys know what to do. You're going to go to Brit4Congress.com. You're going to volunteer to Phone Bank. You're going to donate if you can. You're going to go and follow Brit on all of their social media. And then when it comes to voting this primary season here in Florida, if you want to vote Republican, do me a favor. Just fucking don't. Just don't do it. Brit, final words from you.
Where can we follow you? Social security number, everything.
What's your blood type?
Blood
type.
Pets?
Yeah.
I don't know my blood type. I found that out at one of the vets rallies, because they were like, "What's your blood type?" And I was like, "I have no idea." Anyway, yeah. Can I cuss? I can cuss.
You can definitely
curse. Cool. Yeah, fuck this administration. Fuck ICE. We're going to take on literally all of you. I don't care if it's the last thing I do, because our country and our people matter more than your hatred. And you can go fuck yourself.
I mean, that's true.
There she is.
And if you felt like that hurt you, like if you felt betrayed by her words, or if you felt like that really, you're a snowflake. You're the same. You're that person who calls everyone else snowflakes and soft and all this stuff. You're it. I'd like to say to everyone that you can follow The Political Pour on your favorite podcast platform by searching for The Political Pour. You can follow Amanda at Amanda Informed on every single social network. And you can follow me at Out Loud with Alex on every single social network. We put out postings from the show, things that we see that are injustices. We just talk. Amanda's doing a great job of platforming every single person that's in Florida that's going to do the right thing. That's running for some type of government office, and I'm just here to fix her goddamn audio and chat because it doesn't effing work.
Love you.
So I appreciate you all. Britt, don't go anywhere. We're gonna let everything kind of end, and then we'll say our goodbyes after we leave.
Cool.
Amanda, say your line.
What the fuck am I supposed to say?
God damn it.